Hello everyone, welcome to my day 2 of the Spellbinders Advent Calendar for 2024. So I'm going to work away at opening up number 2, and I'm trying very carefully not to wreck anything underneath there with my tool and one, but I have got it open, and today we have a gorgeous floral stamp set with a sentiment that says, "Hello friend." And that's going to be a very useful stamp set for any time of the year. Now, I've set myself a challenge to see if I can make the products in the Advent calendar Christmas related or Christmas themed. So I've used some anti-static powder on my piece of paper or cardstock, and I am stamping with VersaFine ink because I'm going to heat emboss onto this card. Now I am stamping the floral image in the 2 opposite corners, and that's going to be a frame for my sentiment that I place on the card. So once I'm happy with the quality of the inked impression, I will go ahead and get ready to do that heat embossing. So out it comes, and I love that sticky mat for the Misty. It is so useful. I'm going to use Ranger embossing powder in gold and sprinkling it liberally over both of the corners, and then tapping off any excess so I can go ahead then and find any places where the embossing powder hasn't attached itself to the sticky ink. Okay, put away all the spare embossing powder back into its container, and then I'm going to take it away and heat emboss it, and here is the result. I think the gold is beautiful on there. I'm going to use my Spectrum Noir markers to come in and colour my images, and I'm using the piece of Echo Park cardstock you can see there to the left. I'm using that as the inspiration for my Christmas colour scheme. This collection from Echo Park is a Christmas floral or festive floral collection, and it's got all these beautiful flowers throughout that aren't necessarily the traditional poinsettia, but all done in Christmas colour and Christmas theme. It's a really pretty collection, and I thought it would be a really good combination of colours to use on this card, which isn't necessarily your poinsettias and Christmas florals in this image. So I am going ahead and I'm taking my time to colour in the leaves, and I've used the lightest and darkest shade in that sage green, and then I've come in with the lightest shade of that red, and that's going to colour our largest flower. Once I'm happy with that, I'm taking the next or the medium shade of the red in the tri-blend brush, and I'm going to add a little shadow to different sections of the petals. Now I'm taking that light orange and I'm going to go in and colour those more pointy flowers. Next, I'm coming in and I can go ahead and start colouring my second image. So here's my panel all coloured and ready to go. I'm going to bring in a sentiment, and again this is from the same paper pack, the festive florals or Christmas florals, and I'm just going to snip in and take out this sentiment from one of the cut aparts from the 12 by 12 sheet, and that's going to be my sentiment for my card front. So it will sit in there nicely. I'm just checking that the size is correct. Now I'm going to go ahead and make my matting or place my matting onto my card front, and you can see I'm using a top fold card for this card. And now I'm going in and there's my card panel. I'm going to go ahead and use my corner chomper on the smallest corner setting, and I'm going to go around and snip all the corners on my card. That's going to match in with my stamped panel that I have ready there. Now there's some oil or grease coming out of my corner chompers, so I was able to just wipe that away with a cloth. Now, there is my sentiment. I've also made a matting piece out of a green cardstock to match in with the colours of the pens. And I've got my sentiment there popped up on some foam tape, and that's going to be placed in the middle of my card. And there we have the first hint that this is Christmas related. I've tied myself a bow and left myself some long strings on the end. I'm going to use those little pieces that I've snipped off to add some extra decoration to the front of my card. So you can see here I've placed 2 pieces of double stick tape on both of the opposite diagonals, and that's going to help hold my ribbon in place. So I'll just snip off the bits that are a bit too long and then finish the bottom corner by wrapping it over, and I'm making it look more difficult than it actually is. It's very simple to do. I just was all fingers and thumbs doing it. Okay, so now I'm ready to attach my panel to my card base with some glue, and it is all fitting there nicely and coming together. I'm going to use my Bailey Arts glue, and that's going to hold my ribbon and my bow in place. I'll give that some time to dry, and as you can see, it's nicely stuck onto that card. Now I've got some gold fashion dots from Spellbinders, and I'm just going to add a little bit more gold and decoration to that bottom corner so that we've got a little bit to focus the eye on down there as well. So there is day 2's card finished, and I'm just showing you there the inside where I've stamped a sentiment and added that little bit of cutout from the sentiment that I used. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's project using day 2 of Spellbinders Advent Calendar. I hope you join me again soon for day number 3. Until then, bye bye for now.